no measurement, you know, there's virtually no measurement. This wheel is flapping a bit, that's got loose, so sometimes it's annoying. Right, a bowl with centre the same. The main thing is, as it goes down, you don't push it down, you keep the pressure from the back, from your body. That way it stays controlled. Then to do this just the way I normally do it, which is that, I use the ball of my thumb for the play. And the bowl actually, you can be slightly different. It's slightly more bunched at the bottom, slightly taller. It's not quite the same shape as the cylinder, but it doesn't really matter. Same idea. Down. This time you leave about a centimetre, depending again on the size of the bowl, the bigger the bowl, the bigger the. And it's quite reasonable to have a slightly mushroomy shape for this, which it isn't for the cylinder. Now, we need to narrow that because we can't make a base. We want to avoid making any flat surface at the bottom of that right until the very last point. So there, like that, slightly angle it, and do the work by leaning in with your body, not by sort of shoving around. When it's working well, the pressure is the place hitting just on there. There, now I've got a wall that I can get my fingers around. That's the main exercise there. And I need to turn it into a taper in the shape of a flower pot. Slightly more over the top for this. Using more the flat of your fingers. That will be an intermediate stage. The taper is there. The pot is too short and too fat. At that point, you can bring it in. There, you can see it's approaching more its flower pot shape. The inside is fattened, so I can pin that. All the while going for this absolute regularity, the feeling across and anything which is regular. There is more or less my flower pot shape. Okay. A ledge on the outside. Something to tuck your fingers in, using just the tips of the fingers, driving gently in. A similar little undercut right at the bottom, fingers like that, and then as they go in, make a shape like that. And then right at the bottom, finger right absolutely on the bottom, tuck it and push it out until there's just again a little ledge you can get your fingers in. You're working to make the trumpet shape, you're working very much on this line all the time. So your hands need to be as much on this line as you can get them to be. You sit high. You sit over the pot so that you are actually looking down at the middle of the pot, which gives your hands the height there. You come up. If you can, you pull your inside fingers up a little ahead of the outside fingers. Now you drop the shoulders, start the hands rolling back, and giving them room by letting your body roll back. Roll the fingers back more. Keep coming out, just watching the shape, governing it to a trumpet shape. That's probably a little flat, so there we are. Just put a trumpet shape there. Now The shape for a bowl is quite different. It's over on the right hand side, elbow lodged so that you can move your arm any way you like without the elbow having moved. That's your stability. Fingers linked by that thumb there. Fingers very flat to wipe the bowl into shape. The first movement is generally quite heavy and downwards because you've got to spread that cone out and start it coming outwards. Once you're off the wheel, then the outside hand is high, supporting the bowl. The inside hand is pushing underneath the outside hand so that it pushes out the curve. Now, if you want to make the bowl wider, you'll come back into the middle here, do very little at the bottom, then as you come up, start going for the trumpet shape again, so that having got the trumpet shape, you can go back and turn that trumpet shape back into a bowl. Notice you're pushing outwards to make the bowl. It's a sort of a false move that you don't realise you're doing. Don't fold the bowl inwards, otherwise you simply undo the trumpet you made. You fold it back to and you're not ready. And there you are, we're back with a bowl, and now it's a wider bowl. So that's how you proceed. Okay. Go down and do likewise.